Hey, hope you're well. This is Edward again. Edward Ambrosi. I'm the founder of Europe Capital Partners. I'm also an operating partner in acquisitions.com. And I wanted to record a quick video about video sales letters, specifically for B2B companies. So, one of my companies, Europe Capital Partners, we specialize in helping companies related to B2B, scaling, marketing, scale, and sales specifically. So, one of the reasons I want to talk about this is by far the biggest lever as far as marketing tactics related to converting the people that are landing on your website. If you're going to know how to do this correctly, you're going to be able to add a lot more revenue monthly on all your traffic you're generating in your business. So uh, the reason this is called a dynamic video sales letter is because, first of all, it has a video. Second of all, the sales letter is basically copy or words about what your offer is. And the reason is it's dynamic is because in time when your market is changing, when your solution is changing, where your objections of your market are changing, you're also going to be able to adapt this new video and update this new video. I've saw companies in B2B scaling to 100 plus 100K plus in revenue. I've saw companies that scale to even 1 million plus in revenue just by really nailing down this process and driving a lot of traffic to a system like this. Okay. The first thing that you got to understand about this concept is that initially you're not going to be good at it. You're going to need to always improve this process. And the basis of this is really understanding your audience, having a hook, having credibility, talking about your credibility, essentially, selling the opportunity, showing the offer, handling some of the most important objections that are going to be happening in that offer, re-clarifying the audience, and just showing as many case studies and examples as possible. You want the VSL to be short. Why? Because in B2B, you're actually dealing with established, sophisticated buyers. You're not dealing with consumers most of the time. So when you're selling a product, service, whatever other thing you're doing or partnership, is you're selling to a market that has a higher level of sophistication. So you don't have enough time. You have in between 4 and 10 minutes to be able to do it. So what you need to do is you need to present yourself, who you are, what company you are with, exactly how you help those individuals. Because if you can't really specify that very quickly, you're going to have a massive drop-off rate in your VSL. You also need to quickly introduce specific facts and clients you worked with or milestones you've achieved in the past in, let's say, 5-10 years of experience you being in that business model. Specific achievements or results that you've delivered in the market is really going to that is really going to excite the market. Whenever you're talking about concrete numbers on your clients, on your results, this is going to be the biggest thing that affects how excited a market gets. It's by far the client results. So the more you can talk about milestones and achievements and things you've done in the past, this is going to excite the market to listen to you. Selling opportunity, whatever you do as a vehicle in whatever product, service, or B2B offering you have, you need to be able to explain why that exact vehicle or about exact mechanism you're selling, why that is actually important as far as like a generalized solution, right? You need to understand that a lot of people don't understand what you understand as a founder in your business market, in your specific offering. So you need to be able to give them very specific reasons why most customers that enrolled with you or bought from you. Because most people don't understand kind of the importance and the consequences of your offer, essentially, right? So you need to sell them on the whys of opportunity related to your offer. A lot of people don't actually do this, so they're not selling the vehicle. And when people get on a call, they don't really understand why they even need this stuff. So that's a big component of this. Now, after you've established the hook, exactly how you help, you've established credibility, you've established the opportunity, the vehicle, the mechanism of how you're helping them in detail, you can show the offer. You can show the basic price point, and you can also show the actual elements of that offer that are included in the offering. And the reason I say stay the price point is because, again, you're dealing with typically an established, sophisticated buyer. You're not dealing with a consumer. You're dealing with a guy that wants to be very direct and wants to get a price up front. So if your offering is going to be 100K a year for an enterprise deal, you're going to mention that in that situation. Or if you're dealing with a particular service that's going to cost 36,000 a year, you're going to need to mention that. And then you're using your main most profitable offer when you're doing that. You're building all this thing out around your main most profitable offer, because you might have different offers, by the way. You might have a downsell, you might have an upsell. Every time you're building a VSL, you need to look at the 80-20 rule, where you're making the most amount of revenue in your B2B company, so that way you're doing that properly, right? After that is you need to really understand what are the typical concerns or questions you get on the sales calls. And it's not just I'm going to think about, it's not just about I need to talk to my partner. It's not just about timing and money objections. It's mostly about very particular things in your offer. They have very particular concerns, and they have very exact reasons why they're not moving forward with you on those calls. And you can identify by listening to some of those calls, and you probably have a lot of experience doing calls or your team doing calls, and you can deduct that and kind of build a frequently asked questions and really go for this stuff. So you can transition from the offer to handling objections, and by saying things like, hey, this is exactly why this is the perfect offer for your type of company. And then you would just go into, now let me quickly answer some of the most typical concerns or questions people have. And you would go for all these questions. It might be 5 to 10, it might be 20. It depends on your offer and your sophistication of your market. Now, at the end of this is you want to re-clarify the audience, because you want to mention who this is for and who this is not for. So you're essentially disqualifying people that are not going to be they're not going to be qualified for this, and you're also qualifying people by mentioning specific situations about their business, where their revenue is at, specific goals they might have, traits they might have, systems they might have in place already, people they might have in place already. So that way, the most qualified people get on the call with you, and then you can finish this up with talking about more case studies, more testimonials, more proof, and just send them more and more and more case studies. This is going to, again, excite the market. And then, of course, after that is you would get them to book a call. That's the call to action. Always the call to action of any VSLs is to book a call. I'm telling you, if you do this properly as a B2B company, I mean, you could get to double or triple whatever results you're doing right now. If you're going to be mastering this process and always improving this process in your firm, most people don't do it properly. This is a big opportunity from my perspective. And I've been driving probably more than a few millions in revenue just from doing this process correctly. So hopefully this helps. If you have any insights or any additional questions, just book a call with me or just comment in the video. But ideally, if you're a B2B company, you've been listening to this actual process. If you want us to actually go in and implement this process for you and build it up, just book a call. Thank you very much.